Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about why your lack of time is a terrible excuse. People make so many excuses when it comes to them not being able to achieve their goals, or go hit the gym, or work on their side hustle, or just do whatever that's difficult, right? They'll sit there and say, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I don't have enough time. I work too much. I have family. I have a girlfriend. I have so-and-so. I have church. I have practice. I have whatever. And I'm here to tell you that that is a bullshit excuse, right? Let me take myself for an example. I used to sleep sometimes 10 to 11 hours every single day. But at a certain point, I started to realize that I can't sit there and sleep 10 hours a day, every day, if I want to achieve my goals, if I want to have time to work out, or work on my side hustle, or work extra hours at work. I need more time in the day because I have more shit to do. So I realized that, and I took the necessary steps to do that. And the necessary step, the most important one, was waking up an hour or two earlier. So let's say I worked at 10, instead of waking up at 9, I would wake up at 7 and go to the gym, and then maybe come back and record a video, or read some of a book I'm reading, or whatever, prepare a meal or something, or do something, right? But I made sure that I had time to do it. I woke up earlier. I didn't wake up an hour before work. I woke up 3 hours before work. So now I have more time, right? And here's the thing. When people pursue entrepreneurship, or a side hustle, or whatever, something that they're trying to create passive income with, they'll often make the excuse that their job is in the way, or the people at their work are low vibrational, or there's so many excuses, but you guys know what I mean. And they'll sit there and think to themselves that, I need to quit my job because I don't have enough time, or I can't be creative enough, or whatever excuse arises. You guys have heard it. So for some people, quitting their job can be a great way to have more time, right? But you got to think about it this way. If you had 6 months of savings, and you're like, okay, for the next 6 months, I'm going to work on X, Y, and Z. I'm going to go all in. Let's say you do go all in, and 6 months later, you still don't have any money. Well, you just quit your decent paying job that you may have had a decent future with, to work on something for 6 months. And now you don't have a job, and you don't have any money coming in from the passive income. So you pretty much shot yourself in the foot, and you took a leap of faith, but it didn't pan out. And here's the thing, not everyone becomes successful. Not everyone who quits their job just becomes an entrepreneur. There's people that do fail, or it takes them longer. So you have to realize that it's important that you have enough resources and income from a job or whatever to provide for yourself, to provide food, to provide shelter, etc. So that's not a good excuse. You have to, you have to be able to literally wake up earlier, put in the work before work on your side hustle. And, when you come home, when you're tired, that's when you got to put in the work too. A lot of the times I make these videos and I'm tired, or a lot of the times I go to the gym and I'm tired, but it's hey man, no one cares. Literally, there's not one person in the world that gives a shit if you're tired. It's you and you. If you decide to, give in to the slave mind, like Andrew Tate says, that's you. But if you don't, and you say, fuck that, I'm not gonna, be a slave to my emotions and how I feel, and I'm just gonna get the work done, then 5-10 years down the road, you'll start to see those dividends pay off. You'll start to see it pay off because you were consistent even when you were tired, or sad, or angry, or depressed, right? But anyways, back to the point. Having more time is literally not like 90% on you not sleeping for 10 to 12 hours a day. A lot of you guys have too much time to waste. Even if you work 40 hours, like, you have plenty of time. I used to work like part-time, and I used to make the excuse like, oh, I work too much, like I can't create videos, or I can't like have time to work out. And it was all a bullshit excuse. It was all mental. It was all just like pure laziness, right? Just me being a bitch, me being a freaking loser, right? But now it's like I work like 60 to 70 hours, and I'm still here uploading, still in the gym, still learning things, still reading, still taking courses, still doing what I need to do regardless. And the only reason I have time for this shit is because, one, I don't have a family. I don't have a girlfriend to sit there and like bother me and like annoy me. I don't have like too many friends hitting me up, blowing my shit up, asking me to hang out, calling me a loser because I don't want to hang out. And I don't have like just serious obligations that, you know, require me to be somewhere. So I'm pretty free in that sense. I mean, obviously I work, but outside of work, I don't have anything distracting me. I don't have anything taking up my time where it's like I can't sit here and make a video. Obviously there's like distractions that could, you know, interfere with it, like playing video games or you know, like going to the club or some stupid shit like that. But for the most part, there's no excuse. Like, I have the time to do shit. But the only reason I have the time to do this stuff is because, first off, I made up my mind that it's like, okay, I'm gonna focus, I'm gonna make the time for it. And it's very important because if I don't, a few years down the line, I'm not gonna be where I need to be. And it's gonna be all because I didn't have the clarity and focus that I need. So you guys got to understand that having enough time is crucial. And the way you have that enough time is by not sleeping for 10 hours. I'm not saying you got to freaking like not sleep at all. Go 5 days of the week on 6 to 8 hours. And then on your other 2 days or one day, sleep in for 10 hours. But don't sleep in 10 hours, 7 days a week, because it all adds up, right? It all adds up at the end of the day. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm kind of sick of hearing people saying, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to work out. I don't have enough time to pursue X, Y, and Z on the side. My family gets in the way, blah, blah, blah. No, it's all mental. The only way that becomes a reality is if you make it a reality, and you make it a reality by sitting there and making the excuse. Because if you make the excuse, you already made up in your mind that you can't do it. And when you make up in your mind that you can't do it, well, life is a mind game. So if you tell yourself you can't do it, you can't do it. If you tell yourself I don't have enough time, then you don't have enough time. But if you tell yourself I have enough time, I can do it, I know I'm tired. I know I'm, you know, a little bit fatigued, but it's okay. I can suffer. I can embrace the struggle. I talked about men embracing pain and suffering and struggle in one of my previous videos. It's not always going to be fun. It's not always going to be enjoyable. I do enjoy making these videos. Do I enjoy making every single video every single day? Am I always on point? No. Definitely not. But I have to do it because even on my worst days, if I make a video, it's still better because on that off day that I wasn't really too great, or I'm stuttering over my words, or I can't really like think of something, it's still good because it's still a building block. I'm still putting a layer on, I'm still like putting bricks on each brick, right? I'm still adding layers, because if I skip that day, then it's easier to skip the next day. And now I'm not really consistent. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them down below. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.